What is going on, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, for being subscribed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this reality chat. We have to talk about Lateasha, better known as Sweet Tea, and Dr. Jackie from Married to Medicine, because listen, the ladies, more so specifically Heavenly and Jackie low-key through Heavenly, in my personal opinion. And honestly, Phaedra has been straddling the fence, but these ladies have been giving Lateasha a hard time. And I get it. It's a reality show. They have to have some drama. They have to play it up, and all of that other stuff like that. But to hear that basically Heavenly was one of the catalysts behind getting her to be a part of this show, and to see how she has been treated, honestly, it's just been a bit disturbing to me. And I know that there are rumors and possibly maybe even some founded true information about Lateasha, but I don't really care about that stuff, because the fact of the matter is, her past is her past, and currently her present, she is Dr. Gregory Lunceford's wife, period. So I don't really care about, she used to do this and she used to do that and whatever. Who's to say that he didn't know about that stuff? You know what I mean? And the fact that he hooked up with her via DMs, honestly, it doesn't really sound like he was looking for someone through it doesn't sound like to me that he really cared about the traditional norms and standards where it involved a woman that he wanted to be in a relationship with, because ultimately he proposed to her, they got married, and whether they have children via her being able to do it naturally by the grace of God and her health conditions improving, or she gets a surrogate or whatever, I pray that God blesses them, because I don't like to see situations like this when it's like, you don't even know this lady. I'm not going to call her a girl like they're doing, which is condescending, but they don't know this woman like that. And to have Heavenly try to throw Quad in her face, and he wasn't like that with Quad, and Quad didn't have to do that, and Quad had the credit cards, and Jackie making the comment that she made, and Lateasha holding that in for as long as she did, and feeling some type of way about how Curtis and Jackie, they want to make sure nobody's bringing up his situation that happened in the past. It's like, well, what about me? You all are bringing up a situation that I had nothing to do with, and you're trying to be funny about it, but I'm supposed to just sit there and take it? I was glad that she went off on Dr. Jackie, because honestly, at this point in time, it's about time somebody does it. And it's like, who is she to think that nobody can say anything to her or about her or whatever, when honestly, Toya brought it back to my remembrance about how it was Heavenly that was the one that was being shady about Jackie and Curtis's situation, when she was asking questions of Curtis about, what did that other woman do for you that Jackie didn't? Are you freaking kidding me? But Heavenly wants to make a big issue about them going to Hilton Head, South Carolina. And I know a lot of people had comments about Simone and feeling like she made it an issue. My personal opinion about the trip is this. I really don't. I don't believe that Simone was trying to be shady when she planned the couple's trip to go to Hilton Head, South Carolina. Because honestly, I didn't know where he was when those pictures were taken. I didn't know he was in Hilton Head. Neither did I care. And I don't really believe that Simone, either if she remembered that, I don't believe that was something that was at the forefront of her mind. And a number of them spoke about that. And I agree. I don't believe that she was trying to be dirty and salacious and nasty and shade her friend or whatever. I don't believe that that was something that was in the forefront of her mind. But did the producers recall that? Absolutely. And the producers definitely do have a say in where they go. Period. So with all of that being said, I understood Simone bringing that up to Heavenly because I believe that there is some tension and some feelings between Simone and this way. It just seems like Dr. Jackie is just so much of a good friend to Heavenly at this point in time, where it's like, I've known you for over 20 years. I don't believe that Simone is jealous of the relationship, but I believe she doesn't really understand it, and it doesn't make sense to her, especially being as messy as Heavenly is. And Simone, she knows her friend too, so I believe that she can see that Simone can see that Dr. Jackie does allow Heavenly to be her pit bull and her guard dog, so to speak, and her mouthpiece, or not even so much her mouthpiece, but her bullhorn, to say a lot of the things that she wants to say and feels, because Heavenly doesn't care. And Jackie is all about her image, right? So with that being said, I understood Simone feeling the way that she felt and addressing it at the table. Now, it got a little loud, and then the majority ethnicity were getting uncomfortable, and you saw the neighbor come out there, which was so freaking disrespectful. It was like, dude, you see these people out here with the cameras. Obviously, these are people that are paying to be here, so they're not squatters. They're not intruding. They didn't break in to the place. They are people that are on a show. So that's why you have all of these camera people all around, right? So for him to come up there with his camera phone, but I'm from South Carolina. I'm not from Hilton Head. I've been there a few times, but I will say that doesn't really surprise me. I don't even know if that person that came out there actually lives over there, or if they're just somebody that was renting an Airbnb too, because probably they were. But to make them feel like, oh, you got cameras out here, let me add to the cameras that are filming the footage of you all acting like whatever he wanted to claim that they were acting like. So he made them feel uncomfortable, and they wanted to not make a scene. So they quieted down, got their things, and went back inside of the house. I was like, you know what? South Carolina. But anyway, it is what it is. But going back to Lateasha, I understood her feelings when it came to the situation about Jackie and Curtis, because it wasn't so much about Jackie, or I will say, it wasn't so much about Lateasha not understanding Jackie's feelings, but it was like, you want us to be respectful of your feelings and considerate and not bring anything up, which we don't really want to, but you're making a point to put people on notice to say, I don't want you bringing anything up about the past that happened with my husband and this chick that was spending some time down here and got caught on camera. Because listen, the rumor is that he's still cheating on Jackie. And I talked about not so much that, but I insinuated in a way several reality chats ago where I discussed what is going on with Curtis. Where is he? You know what I mean? And the fact of the matter is, I just believe that Jackie knows that it's just cheaper to keep him. So I'm going to continue to focus on my business, build, grow, do my thing. And I'm going to try to be friendly to him. But I just don't really feel the love there. That man does not really love Jackie like that. That's just my personal opinion. But yet, going back to Lateasha, Sweet Tea, I understood her feelings, because it's like, you can make comments about Dr. Gregory and the girl coming from the hotel room to my bachelorette party, but you don't want anybody saying anything about you. And I understood her feelings, because she was like, nobody cared about how I felt, and I'm not irrelevant. I am not an afterthought. I am, at the time, I was his fiance, and now I am his wife. And so it wasn't cool, and I didn't like that.
We are so past that. We, like she always says, we got other things that we're dealing with right now. It has nothing to do with 6, 7 years ago, however long. You see, I don't even remember how long ago it's been.
So, Curtis, but if it's not the place, is it the people? And we're the people. And are you saying that we're not trustworthy enough to spend time with you to not on you?
Eugene, if I can address you, what you have to make it about is say, you know what? We can't imagine what they had to go through this morning in their own house, in their own marriage, to talk about coming back to this place.
I don't mind supporting, our friends and what they want to do. You're not going to do it at my expense. You're not going to make this trip about us.
So right now, if everybody quit being selfish, then you would understand totally that this isn't about y'all.
It's a choice that we can make it a good weekend together or not.
Curtis, but your wife made fun of my situation. No, stop, because I'm tired of that. No, let me speak, because nobody gave a about how I felt. You made fun of Gregory's situation, and you said that the lady in the hotel room was on her way to the bachelorette party. You made fun of that. So why should I empathize with you in your situation?
You don't have to, baby girl. Just say anything you want to say. Get it out. It's going to make you feel better. Get it out. I want to hear what you have to say.
Bitch, you.
Okay. This woman could be your mama for real. She older than your mama. You cannot say that to her.
Wait a minute.
The point was going in the right direction, and everybody jumped in.
She okay with Phaedra her man, but she got a problem with Jackie joning?
I'm going to handle baby girl later. Okay?
You going to handle it?
Talk to me.
I am. And we call it handling.
I don't need no.
All right. You do. You really do. And we would like now to end the topic.
That'd be great.
Well, about you being called the F word, you're called, I think, Lateasha, the language was strong, baby. But you got to relax, baby, because this my boo-boo right here. She killed for me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
and
very
I don't want to let her, I don't want to let her out.
I'm very happy.
Oh, let her out, baby. Right. We done seen worse.
What? You want the sweet tea?
Quiet was a whole lot worse, baby.
Okay. Time for bed. Thank y'all for the 9-hour ride, the crowd ball.
We are so past that.
Listen, I understood Lateasha and her feelings. You could tell that it was bottled up. You could tell that it was something that she had been wanting to say, but she didn't feel comfortable saying it, didn't feel like it was the right place and time at any point to share how she really felt because of just how she is. So honestly, that was the appropriate time for her. In my personal opinion, I felt like it was the right place and time for her to really share how she was really feeling. And you could tell that she was sharing her feelings, like literally. And for Jackie to say, you all need to understand what we had to go through. But yet Jackie is so condescending and belittles her. Baby girl, I'm going to handle her later. Like, who the heck are you? So Phaedra saying, oh, you can't talk to her like that. She's older than your mama. Who cares? That stuff about, oh, because of the person's age, you have to respect them. Well, you have to understand that they need to give respect as well as understand other people's feelings, because it's not just about your age. If anything, your age should mean that you have gotten some more wisdom to know that you can't just think about your own feelings and not consider other people's feelings as well, especially if you want them to consider yours. So Curtis rolling his eyes when Lateasha was making him aware of, because maybe he didn't know, but she was making him aware of, well, your wife didn't consider my feelings when she said some things that she said. I was honestly like, yes, let them know. I mean, obviously they don't care, but Lateasha had every right to say what she wanted to say, and her calling her baby girl and I'm going to handle her later. Are you really? And I don't know why it just seems like everybody, for the most part, is just so, standoffish when it comes to Jackie, maybe they feel like she has so much more power because from what I've heard, now she's like, one of the highest paid on the show. And why? I may not really care for Quad but when I heard about her mentioning that to production, when I guess she was in her negotiations, I can understand. Why is she getting paid more than Quad? And it's not to say that Quad deserves more money than her, but I really did like what Mariah said when she said, I never wanted that. I wanted everyone to be getting the same pay because it's an ensemble cast, and I didn't want this to be about one particular person over another, or anyone feeling like they're the star or they're more entitled or they bring more or whatever, because now you got situations like what you had with Quad when she was doing her negotiations and trying to, bring up the fact, well, I'm bringing more than this person is or whatever. It wasn't supposed to be about that or like that ever. But yeah, you guys, I just want to end it here because I felt how Lateasha was feeling when it came to Jackie. And I just really feel like they're making more out of this situation than really needs to be, because the fact of the matter is Jackie's still with the man. She ain't going anywhere. It's cheaper to keep him. Okay. So she's not going anywhere. Accept it. If y'all all had to move to Hilton Head, what were you going to do? Well, I'm not living there because he was holding hands with this woman in Hilton Head, South Carolina. And it's like, get over it. It's ridiculous. And then there's more that I could say, but I just really want to know what you guys think about this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section, guys. Thank you so much for being here, for liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.